Okay, so now we've done the neck, we're going to come down and walk just below the toes. Thumb walk one way, finger walk back, or thumb walk back, I don't mind. And now, with your thumb from your outside hand, pull down the metatarsal pad to open up the gaps between the toes, and then in there, with the finger, I'm going to rotate. That's the eye reflex. Then move to the next toe. That's the eustachian tube reflex. And then the third one, the ear reflex. Then change feet again. So thumb walk across below the toes, finger walk back, then open the gaps and go in, finger rotate, the eye reflex, the eustachian tube reflex, and the ear reflex. Change feet again. So now we're going to do the sinus reflex. This has got 3 different parts. First of all, you thumb walk to open the zones on the big toe. From zone 1 to zone 5. Then we've now finished with the big toe. This is the mountain walk. So you start with your forefinger between the big toe and the second toe and finger walk up the side of that toe, over the top, down the other side, up the next mountain, over the top, down the side, up the next mountain, down the side, up the last one, and down the side. Then come back to the second toe, thumb walk up, slide down, thumb walk up, and rotate on the pad. Slide down, move to the next toe. Thumb walk up, slide down, walk up, and rotate on the pad. Thumb walk up, slide down, walk up again, rotate on the pad. The last one, walk up, slide down, walk up, and rotate on the pad. Then repeat those moves on the other foot. Okay, on the other foot, first of all, open the zones. So zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, zone 5, finger walk, the mountain walk up one side, down the other, all the way across the toes. And then come back, walk up the second toe, slide down, walk up, and rotate on the pad. Walk up, slide down, walk up, rotate. Walk up, slide down, walk up, rotate, walk up, slide down, walk up, and rotate. Change feet again. Okay, now we're going to do the jaw reflex. First time we've come to the dorsum of the foot, but we're actually only going to work the area between the base of the nail and the knuckle there. So with your finger walk across, slide back. Depending on the client and the size of the foot, you'll either do it with one finger or maybe 2. And remember, you're feeling for anything under the skin or anything unusual about this area. So make that walk several times and then repeat it on the other foot. So now we've got the teeth and jaw again, finger walk across, slide back, walk again. Certainly if somebody told you they've got problems with their teeth or their jaws, you'd do this more often. With most of these things, you repeat 3 to 5 times. Okay? And then we're moving on. Okay, so now we're going to move to the pituitary gland reflex. Can be one of the most painful ones for your client. So you look on the base of their big toe for where the circles, what would be the thumbprint on the big toe is. So you find a point there, move it back to the centre, and then apply pressure. You can put your other thumb to support it. And you need to keep an eye on your client. I can see my client here is grimaced a bit, so that's obviously painful. But I'm going to hold this point for about a minute, and that's a remarkably long time. So talk to your client. Is that really painful? Yeah. It's a little bit, yeah. Is it too much? Because if it's too much, I can reduce the pressure. Bearable. Can I carry on as we are with it? Okay. Thanks a lot. So always do check with your client, because it's not a big thing, just to release the pressure a little bit. You can probably see I'm releasing the pressure a little bit now, so the colour's changing on my thumb. You can see from the white marks on my thumb and on her toe that I'm putting a lot of pressure in here. When you've held it for a minute, judge it to be about that now, twist, maintaining the pressure off towards the centre. So that was hook in and back up, a different move. Now we're going to do exactly the same thing, but it's a little bit further up the toe. So again, pressure. If I want to, I can support it with the other thumb, hold it, and I think from the reaction of my client, that's nowhere near as painful. No. Don't hold it for as long, but still twist off. So it's hook in and back up. That was for the hypothalamus. Then we do both of those on the other foot. Yep. So, the pituitary on the other foot. Remember, you need to change thumbs so that you can twist off in the back up movement. So find the centre, move it, or find the centre of the rose, move it to the centre of the toe, and then apply pressure.
A little bit much.
Again, that's big reaction from my client, so I've reduced the pressure. I can take that thumb away. The reason I use the other thumb is more to protect my hands than to allow me to apply pressure. If I press really hard with just one thumb, it puts strain on the tendons at the back of my thumb. If I share the load between the thumbs, then I'm reducing the pressure on one. Hold it for about a minute before twisting off in the backup move. It'd be boring for you to just sit and watch it for a minute, so that's enough. I'm going to finish hook in with the backup, maintain the pressure and twist off. Then the same move but further up the toe, so hook in. This time you hold maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds, about that much, and then again back up, twist off. So that was the move for the pituitary and then the hypothalamus. So now we're working down into the neck to the thyroid and parathyroid reflexes. The neck is just along the neck of the big toe, so simple movements, thumb walk across the base of the toe, then change thumbs and thumb walk back to the original thumb, 3 points for reflex rotation, for thumb rotation. One towards the outside, one in the middle, and one on the outside again. So that was the moves for the thyroid and parathyroid. And we repeat those on the other foot.
Okay.
So now the thyroid and parathyroid on the left foot. Thumb walk across the base of the big toe. Thumb walk back. And then 3 places to rotate. Remember, on the other foot it was anti-clockwise. On this foot it's clockwise.